Hey guys, it's your boy, and we have some Omega news for you guys. I think a lot of you guys are unaware of this, and maybe you might know this character, and some of you might get excited. So we have the sneak peek number 3. This is CM Pragman of Future Fight Agents. A new mutant super villain has arrived. I love villains who can stop this bloodthirsty mutant from his rampage. The twisted super soldier. And if you can look the red aura, freaking Omega Red. Check out the powers of the new supervillains, which who has carbonadium tentacles tang within his arms. We will announce more information through the patch details later. That's gonna be the last sneak peek. Let's just take a closer look at what exactly the sneak peek has for us. I'm gonna turn up the volume. Let's go. I love the movie. Oh, Stripe, did you see that? Shadow. Oh, behind you. Dang! Cable! Whoa! Oh my god! That's what you like about the sneak peeks. Like they have done a really good job in these movie sort of sneak peeks. And yeah, we know that Strife is gonna be a big problem for Cable. I don't think Cable alone is gonna be able to stop him because he just he couldn't do anything. But the good thing is that Cable still has his rocket launcher with him apart from this thing. So yeah, the guns don't work. The rocket launcher will absolutely. And you can see he's danger. As you can see, it says freaking danger, and then he walks in, and then we have the first ever look at Omega Red in Marvel Future Fight. This is how he's gonna be looking like. As you can see, you have the Om Omega sign on his head. Although this is Om physics, guys. Although he's not getting a tier 3 or something, because Strife is gonna be the tier 3. He's only gonna be a tier 2 character. Probably not a non-native, obviously. Without the epic quest, there's not going to be an epic quest. So a non-native tier 2 character as Omega Red, and I think he's gonna be PvP in the game. Could be PvE as well, but I do hope and I do think that he's gonna be absolutely PvP. But it's a tier 2 character, so I'm not expecting a lot from him as for now, because he will need a tier 3 or transcended, maybe with the mid-month, maybe with the next updates to come. Tier 2 characters don't do that well, apart from maybe being a new support character, just like M'Baku was, because M'Baku has no value in any other game modes apart from being a support and a leadership, really good leadership for World Boss Legend. Not really World Boss Legend, it's a tier 2 Alliance Battle. Yeah, that's the only thing that he is good for. You can use him in Alliance Conquest, but the main value comes in the AB value. So anyways, now who exactly is this guy? Who exactly is Omega Red? Let's just take a look at just a brief things that I actually collected from the internet. So this is his words: first we live, then we die, in between is just blood and noise. So you can just get the feeling that he is freaking psycho evil or something like that. That's definitely the words of an evil guy, not someone who's gonna be reasonable. He's just there to kill or be killed, honestly. So this is like the powers of ability of Omega Red. I just had the screenshot. I was just searching around because I literally had no idea who Omega Red exactly was. I heard of him. I knew he was some really amazing villain in the Marvel comics. But of course, me, because I'm not a Marvel comic guy, I don't read comics and all. So I literally had no idea apart from that. But then I just went into some of the history. I read a bit about him, and this was insane. So he's basically an mutant with superhuman strength, stamina, durability, and agility and reflexes. And the main ability is to secrete pheromones from his body, typically referred to as the death spores. And yeah, as the name says, the death spores result in the weakness or the death of any of the humans in his immediate vicinity. Not just humans, maybe other mutants too. But there was something I was reading that Wolverine can actually really counter this death cure because of his healing factor. The accelerated healing that Wolverine has definitely counters this thing, which actually saves him, so he can beat Omega Red. But he is definitely strong, and the more life force he drains, the stronger he gets and the faster he heals. So as a character development, I can honestly really hope for, like, I don't think it's going to be revival. Maybe it could be with the tier 3 passive, or maybe it could be tier 2 passive as well. So he's gonna be having a lot of heal, he should be, and he will deal damage, and he will definitely recover some of that heal from the damage dealt. At least from the comics or the explanation, I can absolutely say that he's gonna have a bunch of heal. Obviously he's capable of lifting about 10 tons normally. I was really struggling to lift the 45 kg dumbbell of the rows, but yeah, he can lift 10 tons easily normally. So we can expect him to probably be a physical attacker, I believe, with some really good heal, as well as probably some stats that will affect other characters' healing or might make them weak. Make them weak, it could be they might block the healing totally, it could happen. Or it might just mean that it will definitely cut down some of the stats of the character, which is, I think, gonna be very useful in Alliance Conquest and the other PvP game modes. Now, it's only a tier 2, sadly. That is the really big drawback. Even if he is coming to the game, even if there is gonna be an amazing hype, he needs a Transcendence or a tier 3 to perform. Tier 2 characters do not have any place apart from Alliance Conquest, and honestly, every character is Alliance Conquest. So I don't exactly want him to be just the Alliance Conquest, but I also want him to shine in other content as well, like the proper PvP content that we have. Sadly, Kang probably is the weakest of the native tier 3s, because God is probably stronger than Kang at the moment, but he's really good in group fights. That helps in Otherworld battle. So, of course, Kang is gonna get a new uniform and so on in the future, but this guy needs a tier 3, hopefully with a mid-month. But I do think that mid-month is going to be Secret Wars with Fury tier 3 and War Machine tier 4. So it's kind of a bit of a cluster at the moment about what we can do, yeah, to him or whatever. So anyways, he's gonna come to the game. And furthermore, actually, there was a few more things about this guy which I was just reading, that the real name of this guy is actually the Arkady Rosovich, which is usually the Russian guy. Current allies, he's known as, of course, the Omega Red and everything. So you can see he was like marital status single. Obviously, who's gonna marry someone who has been killing children and whatever. So anyways, you can see he's a Russian mutant. His parents and his brother Vasily was already scared of him before his mutant power, before the mutation. And his bloodthirst, pure evil guy, first manifested with the mutilation of animals and the disappearance of local beggars. So he basically did that, all of that. He later joined the Russian army, where he became blah blah blah. It's not really that. Despite joining the army, he still continued his crime, obviously preying on young children, kids, please, especially young girls that he kidnapped, raped, and killed. Oh my goodness, shit. He's evil. The guy is evil. His crime well, nobody really knew. Then of course some things happened. Blah blah blah. Then he was also a part of the Russian super soldier program. And what actually happened is, you heard in the sneak peek, you saw in the sneak peek, he has a carbonadium arm, or a carbonadium tentacle in his arm. That carbonadium, as you can see, as well as one retractable carbonadium, was basically an attempt to create, or I should say recreate, a material just like the adamantium, which they basically, as you can see, which they basically used on Wolverine. right? So the carbonadium basically that we have in the Mao Future Fight as well was a attempt. It was definitely an attempt for to make a new sort of material to rival or maybe better than the adamantium, and implanted that with the super soldier program or whatever into Omega Red's body. And of course, the end result of the experiment was Omega Red. That's what the name was given. And of course, they also implanted several cybernetic enhancement that made him much more powerful. That is, yeah, so he is gonna be insane. I'm really hoping that he shines in the game, and I'm really hoping for this bloodthirsty villain to probably get a tier 3 or something in the future. I'm really looking forward to the update. Absolutely, as you can see, I have a wallpaper of the lion though, although it doesn't really matter what it is. But yeah, looking forward to this thing. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the brief history of Omega Red. I really liked it. I found it really interesting, and the villain honestly looks really deep in terms of the deep evil powers that he has, although I think he's just a psycho. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and if you like the video, give me a like. It would be really appreciated. And if you're not subscribed, hit that red subscribe button as well. That is really highly appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.